Hello and welcome to Fluffy Pigeon Art's YouTube page. My name is Christine and today we're going to be painting some form of this. These are pansies and I think today we're going to keep the pansies short with lots of greenery around them. Pansies are generally, I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petals, maybe 6. I think we're going to keep it with approximately 5. I'm going to be using dagger brushes today. I'm using dagger brushes from Christy Rice's collection. You can get it on Amazon or on her website. And my palette is Masha's watercolors, which are just lovely. And I think I'm going to stick with something similar to this. Not exactly that, but something similar to this. I'm going to start off, I think, I may or may not use this, it's a little bigger. I'm gonna start off with this dagger. This is a 1/4 dagger brush. And if you do not follow me anywhere, I should inform you that daggers are my absolute favorite dagger brush of all time. No, what did I just say? They're my absolute favorite watercolor brush of all time. I just love them so much. So I'm gonna start off with this Potter's Pink kind of color, which is super light. I'm adding it to some purple on my palette, but I'm really gonna be throwing down a watery mix here. Actually, I think I'm gonna turn this around. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna do a darker piece on top, those 2 petals behind, and then the front ones are gonna be a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna start off by doing the 2 side petals. I'm gonna add some pigment to those. I'll probably do the yellow last and let it bleed into the bottom, and that'll look really pretty. And then we'll do some darker ones after, and then some wild and wonky leaves around it. So I'm gonna do 3. So I'm gonna start just by creating this, I don't know, I wanna say like a wide petal. I like going side to side on this. I don't like brush stroking on this. And I'm gonna do another one on this side, kind of like wings, if that makes sense. So there are my pansy wings. I'm gonna do it again. This time I'm gonna do it underneath. I'm gonna pull this in. I might use the tip a little bit more here just to drag this around and have a little more control. Pull this in a little bit. Pull this in a little bit. And then I think I'm gonna pull out a little bit down here at the bottom. So it's not white, it's not pink, it's kind of an in-between. What I might do from here is I might add a little bit more pigment in and around where that's gonna be. So I guess we're leaning towards Potter's Pink today. So we'll kind of go with that. Maybe I'll do a maroon back. Ooh, maybe we'll do that. Okay. So I'm gonna make some more pansy wings. Again, this is a very watery mix. Notice I'm just dragging the brush. I'm not really brush stroking it. You can swipe at it if you want, but I prefer that. I also like that it can have a feathery vibe to it. Just adding that around the edges. And then I'm gonna add another underneath. This is a little bit darker. This one is a little bit more brush strokey because I want to control it. Like that. And then I'm gonna add some more in here, maybe one underneath. You can see there's my wings again. Only thing is, I want to turn this a little bit so it's not all facing the same direction. So this is actually gonna be the bottom, and then my wings are gonna be here on this side. Kind of like I'm gonna add a little bit of Potter's Pink. Oop, nope, I got the wrong pink, so it might look a little different. Okay. Ooh, that's darker than I expected. Okay, well, that's fine. It's fine, it's totally fine. All right, add that there. And add it in here. Oh, that's a little drier than I thought it would be. Okay. So I'll just add some water, move it around. We're gonna move this around a little bit more into the shadowy spots. So remember, this petal is underneath those two petals. And then I think what I'm gonna do, grab some red, maybe some purple, and then create a dark color to put in the back. All right, so I'm gonna add the yellow in here. This has already started to dry a little bit. I'm gonna go with this bright yellow, see if it may not bleed because it already dried a little bit. That's okay. It'll still look cute. Pop that in there. And then I think I'm gonna go with this dark brown red color as the background that I mixed over here. So again, I'm gonna make this is gonna be the majority of it. This one that kind of curls around the top. And then I'm gonna make a second one right next door. Kind of does that. See how cute that is? Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Just wiggle in the brush and then using the tip. You can do this with any brush size, to be fair. You really can. But I love a dagger. Okay. And then this one's gonna come over this way. It's gonna be hiding kind of behind this one, because these guys were hanging out. Okay, what am I doing here? This one up here a little bit. Okay. And then what you can do is you can decide how dark that is by adding something. So I might just add this blue purple color just to give it something extra. Isn't that like cool? Yeah, come on now, super cool. Okay, and then I'm just gonna let that bleed. I'm just gonna grab some green. I think I'm gonna go with, I'm gonna keep it in the yellow-green family, I think. And the luxury you have here is it's mostly leaves, right? Because they're so close to the ground. I might just pop up a little bit of a stem here, but I think the rest of it is just gonna be leaves, and they're rounded little leaves. So kind of like what I did before, I'm not so much brush stroking. I'm using the brush's angle to make the shapes I want. So like here, kind of like that. And then I want that to kind of peekaboo in there. So the stem has almost disappeared. That's fine. That's totally fine. I'm gonna put this down. And then you can kind of have these pop down from side to side, or to the bottom where these leaves pop up. Push it in. You could even fill this space up here with some of those. You can play around in the back. And then maybe some down here. Just keep filling in green. I'm gonna try and get this a little bit darker in some spots because of the shadows. So maybe in here. behind some of these leaves. Kind of like that. And then what I could do is I could take this maroon and bring down that pop of color that often shows right underneath. That might need to dry a little bit more. But you can see where I'm going with this, right? Like that. And that actually feels pretty good to me. I might add some more watery ones here. See that? Now that's not something you would normally think of, but this is like, you can kind of see it and it just adds something extra. I don't know what it is. It's like contrast, right? Like it brings forward the green even more than it already is. And it kind of bleeds it out too. And then maybe a little bit in here. Like that. And then my last couple of strokes, I think are gonna be just these lighter ones, these watery ones. I think I'm almost done. Pull that up here, pull this one up here as well. And then that's still, I still want that to be a little bit darker with this red that I made. So let's see what I can do here. And then what I might do is I might take a darker yellow and just add a little bit there, just to, again, give it a dimension that did not exist before. Here, yeah, yep, there we go. All right, and I think I'm pretty much done. So these are my pansies. They do not look exactly like these, but that's what this is about, right? It's about the inspiration. It's not always creating the exact same thing that we see, even when it's in our own work. Just adding these little brush strokes here. I'm not gonna do it to all of them. There, and that's it. All right, thanks for following along, and I appreciate you for following and liking and being a part of my art community. Have a great day, everybody.